When you first switch on your Fire Stick, you'll probably be presented with this menu here. This is your Amazon menu, but obviously there is no internet connected, so you have to go to network settings. So highlight it, go to network settings, obviously look for your router, put in your password and connect to that network. And there you go, it comes on. Normally when you switch your stick on, it'll take you straight to Kodi or the Beast or whatever's installed. But because we just put the settings in here, it's just going to take you straight to the home page. Single press the home button. That should take you to this Firestarter app. This is like a central hub for all your applications. Down here on updates, you can check where your Kodi version is. We've got version 16 here. To update Kodi, you just have to go to update to latest version, click it and follow the instructions through there. Fire TV settings, that's where you've just been to do your network. If for some reason things like Kodi freezes, you can come into applications, manage applications, look for Kodi, click force stop, clear the cache if you have to, and then you can relaunch the application. Right, I'll show you Modro first. Click it. Sometimes you might have to go through the setup. It might say click OK, agree to this, OK, just follow it through. But basically you go up and down to go left and right through the options here. We'll go to sports, for example. Click the button and it will come up with all your sports channels around the world. They're not in any particular order to start off with. You can make them numerical, alphabetical, you can delete ones, etc. For example, Sky Sports 3, just look for the one you want, click the button, depending on internet speed it should play within a few seconds. So that's Sky Sports 2, Sky Sports 5, F1, BT Sport, and there you go, you get the gist of that. Same with your news, same thing there, news channels, you've got your Sky channels down there, Cartoon Network, Bravo, History Channel, Geographic. Some of the English ones. Sky, for example, Sky 2. So you get the idea. Just a quick and easy way to watch TV channels rather than going through the beast, which can be a little bit slower than that. Right, so single click the home button again, takes you back to the main Fire Starter app, and we'll click on Kodi this time. Now, depending on what you've got installed, you might have the Beast installed, you might have Pulse. Both are very similar to look at. Similar sort of headings, tabs, and there's very similar sort of content. I've been using the Pulse recently because I find it being a bit quicker and a bit more reliable, especially on the sports. But as new versions come out of the Beast, obviously it gets better and better. So it's just a matter of preference. The Beast does start up slightly different. But you get the same banner across there. You get sports, movies, TV shows, kids. You don't get UK Turks on the Beast, it's slightly different, but you got music and some other tabs. Football, 3 PM kickoff, and Phoenix, that's where a few other favourite ones are as well. So for example, we'll click on movies. There we go. Exodus is pretty good at watching movies, so you come down the tab, across to Exodus, click the big button. Now there's different ways of searching for things, it's obviously self-explanatory. We're going to go by year in this case. 2016, because it's not a new movie. And depending on what you want to watch, one of them has fallen. Utopia, Deadpool, all the pretty new ones. This Wave. Now with this, it's more of a one-click situation. Look for the movie you want, click it, it'll search the internet for the movies, it'll find the best link and it'll play it automatically for you. Sometimes with a Beast, depending on what it looks like, when you click a link, when you click a movie, it'll come up with different links, different movies. It'll say high definition, standard definition, camcorder, like there. So that's supposed to be a HD version. With the Beast, you get a listening, choose the one you want to watch. So this auto chooses the best one for you. And within about 20 seconds, it should play the movie. Now, if you middle click the button, come up with the menu bar at the top there for stop, forward search, pause, you can rewind, mute the sound, and the back arrow takes you back off it. So you can skip forward into the middle of the film. Well, it's slightly buffering, so you have to wait for it to catch up sometimes. There you go. So you get the idea. Turn off the movie, bring your bar up at top, click stop, and it takes you back to that menu there. Then you go to look for another film. So TV shows, same sort of thing. I use Exodus. Different way of looking for things. I look at most popular or people watching. If you're looking for a regular series, there's also probably a search facility down there. You can search by movie, search by TV show, search by person. I think that tells you when things are coming out. Well, we'll look at what people are watching. Walking Dead. Don't see what you want on that page. Get to the bottom, there's usually a next page button somewhere. There you go, next page. That takes you to the next page. Right, so look for something you want to watch. I've been watching Blind Spot, so click Blind Spot for example. Comes out in America on a Monday night, so Tuesday night you can watch it on here. So you got season 1, episode 8, 9, 10. If it's season 2, we'd have a 2 in front. So we're up to episode 16. That's due up today. Now I don't think it'll play at the moment, but for example, to watch an old one, you can see the tick ones. These ones I've been watching. So you just tick the one you want to watch. To 15 seconds later, it'll find the best one for you, and you should play it. Most of the TV shows will be in HD more than likely, if they're being on telly. It's only your latest cinema releases that will be on camcorder quality. Things like the new Batman film, Deadpool's still not the best of copies. Sometimes the buffer initially. I know this one's got subtitles. Some have subtitles, the majority don't, but it depends where they get the source from. So you get the idea. Stop the movie, come back to the menu. If you don't stop the movie and come backwards, the movie will still be playing in the background. Right, obviously you've got a dedicated kids section. UK Turks, that's where you find your sports, you find your English stuff. Pretty much everything English basically. There's a dedicated fitness section. Plenty of workouts for you to try there. Somewhere along there you'll see things like the Insanity workout as well. There you go, Insanity, all the Insanity ones. Worth £100 in the shops. Alright. Music, not music. Right, music is quite straightforward. Click on new albums for example. Look for an album that you want to play. So we'll go on top albums. Bound for no one there. Right, we all know Adele. Click Adele. Do you want to browse the album, or do you want to play the whole album? So if you browse it, you come up with all the list of songs and play the songs in turn. There's no videos, it's purely audio. If you're struggling out, I'll just cancel that one and redo another one. Oh, we'll play the music for now. Come back to music. And obviously you've got your dedicated 3 PM kickoffs. All your sport channels. You get the idea. Anything you can think of should be on here somewhere. Question of finding it. Could take you a few weeks to get used to it. Finding things where things are. Oh, there you go. Sky Sports, BT Sports, all your other sports channels. So just like Mod Row, find the one you want, click it. So here you got links 1 to 8, just pick a link. Click it, if it doesn't play, click another link. You're very unlucky if you can't find a link, but sometimes it's down, so you might have to look somewhere else, but you get the idea. And that's pretty much your stick. A few rules of thumb though. If you come to programs, come down to reinstalling. Do not click Fresh Start. Fresh Start will wipe it clean and just give you a bare Kodi, so you'll have no beast, no pulse. It'll wipe everything off and just leave the Kodi on there without all this nice interface you're looking at here. Sometimes you have to go into this screen, the raw maintenance. You can clear your cache, delete your thumbnails and purge packages. You just click on it, delete, OK. It's just clearing up the crap that you leave behind, a bit like going on the internet. Deletes your history, just deletes the things stored in the temporary memory. That's one way of clearing it. The other way of doing it, which I'll show you now, is through the Aries Wizard. Now click on the wizard, hopefully you'll have the latest version on, if not you might have to update it. Like this one. As you can see, it's not very big. Then go back into it. Once it's updated, you go back into it. It's up to date, obviously, you don't have to do that. Right, this is Aries Wizard. Quite a few things in here. Maintenance is where you're just being ready, delete your thumbnails, packages and your cache. Nice thing on here. Now if you're on the beast, it'll look like that, but that's one way of getting to it. Right there, you can add more stuff onto the stick. You can browse through your video add-ons and your programmed add-ons, and you can choose what you want to install. So if you want to install the Free Amigos, for example, you click it and install it, or you can uninstall it. So if you don't want it on, uninstall. Right, the other thing I'll quickly show you. If you're on Kodi 16, so any sticks bought from February onwards really, this is where you can change from the Beast to the Pulse, Pulse to the Beast, or choose from any of these other builds you see on here. There's 104 different builds on there. I haven't tried them all. Tried about 3 or 4 of them. Crispy is the Beast. This was actually on the Pulse at the moment. So if you don't want to update your stick now, then obviously please turn away. So we're going to reinstall, or we're going to change from the Pulse to the Beast, and it's the same from the Beast to the Pulse, except for you click Pulse if you want Pulse, obviously. It's the same principle. So you click on the one you want. This shows you version 1.6, the Beast. Right, click cursor on the Beast. Usually it comes up with a preview there, so you can see what it looks like. Right, first you need to do a fresh start. So, fresh start. I know before I told you not to press fresh start. You only press that when you want to wipe it clean and start afresh. What this does, takes off the Beast, or takes off the Pulse, and leaves the Iris Wizard on there. Now with the Iris Wizard still on there, you can install anything you want. Usually only takes a few, about a minute to uninstall it all. It's at 1% now, but it usually just flies by in a second or two. There you go. Right, and that's the Beast off. So if you click your back arrow, obviously this is Cody without anything else on it. Right, click Programs. And now what we have to do now is pull the plug. Or easiest way is hold the home button for 3 seconds. Come up with this. Like I said before, you have to force stop it. So settings, applications, manage applications, Cody, force stop it. Relaunch application. So you've got version 16 Jarvis. Click Programs, Program Add-ons, and there's the Iris Wizard. That's the only thing on this stick at the moment is the Iris Wizard. So you click that. There you go, got the Iris Wizard back on again. So this time we browse builds again. Now if you go from Beast to Pulse, if you click on Pulse, you want this, well that's the best one, Pulse Aeon Nox Jarvis version. So it only works on Jarvis, which is version 16. That CCM version, it just looks a bit different. That version looks just like the Beast. If when the preview comes up. You've got a light version, which is a very streamlined version, and obviously the bottom one is self-explanatory. That's your lightweight version. And basically all you do, you click install. Now I'm going to put the Beast on this one. Oops. Right, so browse builds. Just ignore that tune in the background, it's just my phone. Right, so we're looking for Crispy. Yeah, feel free to try any other, you don't have to try this one, this is just my recommendations. Crispy. Lost the cursor. There we go. Add the Beast. Click. Then install. It tells you there how many people's downloaded it, what size it is. So click install. And there you go. Once it's installed, once it's downloaded, that's really slow. Once it's downloaded, it'll extract itself. Because it's going slow, I'm going to reset my internet in a minute too. Oh no, I might leave it. Usually it only takes about 3 or 4 minutes to download this. For some reason it's going. So basically I'll fast forward this so you don't see me waiting. Once it's downloaded, it extracts. Not that long at all. But what you're watching for is errors. If you get any errors, repeat this process. Obviously one error might not affect anything, it depends what the error is on. Could be just a picture not downloaded, or well, you get quite a few errors and it could put a bit of a downer on your wizard. Usually pretty reliable. I've only ever had one error once. And if you're doing Pulse, it's exactly the same thing. Downloads it, extracts exactly the same. And there you go, 100%. Now it hasn't finished yet. It's still working in the bottom corner there. What it does now, it gives you the option to back it up, which only takes about a minute as well. Coming on. Just by there, you can't quite see it on my screen, but at the very bottom of the screen there's a ticker tape going left and right, or right to left. It just tells you what's working okay and what's not okay. You can just see it going across the bottom down here. So if you are having problems with a particular thing, check on there, it'll tell you if there's any errors or not. Now, it's still working in the bottom corner there. Basically it's just installing all the files in the correct place, so don't worry about how long it takes. If it takes longer than 5 minutes, then you might have a slight problem, but I don't think that's longer than a minute normally. I know the post is pretty quicker than this. And half an hour later, we might have it up. There we go, finally. So do you want to back up your skin profile? Got no problems backing up, you might as well just back it up for the sake of 1 minute. Might save you a bit of headache later. And that's it. Obviously it has to be closed, so press OK to attempt to close. As soon as I press OK, I'm going to pull the plug. This is what you should do. Is when you click OK, pull the power to the stick. The reason for this, it cold starts the computer, it restarts everything, and it boots up from fresh. If you sometimes force stop it and restart it, it doesn't always work, so make sure you turn the power off to the stick and then turn it back on again. So I'm going to click OK, pull the plug, and switch it back on again. And if it's set up correctly, if your Firestart app is set up correctly, it should boot up to Kodi like it did, Kodi or the Beast, Pulse, whatever. It should start automatically like it did before. If not, just go through the Firestart app or manage applications and start Kodi manually. Obviously give it time to load the Amazon homepage first. There you go, straight into Kodi. There you go, the Beast. Now obviously brand new build, there's probably a few updates, so as always, as soon as you switch the stick on, it'll start updating itself. Obviously, I don't know if you can see that, but at the top there, Chris B has put a banner up there about certain things require passwords to be downloaded. There is a little message there saying this is a free build. If you have bought it on eBay and you've been ripped off, demand your money back. The average price for these boxes are £60. eBay, Gumtree, everywhere. £35 for the stick, and you're paying £25 for someone to set the stick up for you. They're not charging you for the Beast. is merely putting that on or putting something else on to get you started. Obviously you'll get a few messages like that, but it's shortcuts are updating. And once all your things have stopped working there, oh, still updating. Well, you got similar things. You got Phoenix, got favourite tab, women's area and the men's area. Women's area, you got the fitness section there. That's where you'll find insanity and all that. And boring things in there. Men's area. Now there's two versions of the Beast. I believe this is the normal version. Yep, this is the Fire Stick version. There isn't any naughty stuff on this section. It says men's area. You might see a little picture, but there's nothing else on there what is bad for kids or anything. Right, obviously kids section. Sky Sports. Dedicated sports section, what Chris B has put himself. Beast. 3 PM kickoff. Channels, that's like watching live TV, a bit like Modro or UK Turks. TV shows, self-explanatory, you know, your box sets, that sort of thing. And movies. Obviously they've got Exodus on there. You've got some different ones like Scene Peeper. You've got Scene Peeper on this one, you haven't got it on Pulse, vice versa. But they all work exactly the same, they all come from the same sources. And in music. And 24/7, whatever that is. There seems to be a few shows for some reason. Again, on programs, you'll find all your wizards there. You've got your Aries wizard back there. You've got your add-on installer to install more channels. And on the system, you've got your... No, you haven't. Should be on there somewhere, but it's not there. Somewhere on there you'll see where you have to clean and purge all your packages. And there you go, that's how you install from one build to another build. Thank you for watching. It's still updating. Zoom down there a bit more from there, like so. Right, you've got Sky Sports, dedicated Sky Sports, B Sports, football, live TV. UK Turks is on the Pulse. This is called Channels instead. TV shows, which is your box sets. So you've got Exodus down there. Movies, again Exodus, which is pretty good. You've basically got same movies but from different providers basically. Maybe not as many as the Pulse. On music section, more box sets. You've got Aries Wizard, you've got a place to put your add-ons on, extra add-ons. And in the programs you'll also see the Beast, the Aries Wizard in there too. If you know what you're doing, skin settings will change things how this looks. You can delete tabs, turn things off. If there's any channels you don't want, you can delete them. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching.